Hello, we need some celery indoors today, so I'm just going down the garden to get some. I think I've got 4 or 5 bunches still growing in the raised bed. We're in the middle of autumn here now in the UK. Winter's not far away, and I want that raised bed empty because I want to do some work on the soil. I want to prepare it for next year, so really I could do with all that celery out. So we're going to take it all today. We'll take the lot, whatever there is coming out. 1 bunch to use indoors, and the remainder to come in here onto this chopping board, and we're going to prepare it for going in the freezer. So let's go down the garden and get the celery. Come on. There we go. Well, I think we might be just in time actually. I've just felt a couple of spits of rain there. So don't be surprised if you hear the rain on this greenhouse before we actually get finished. Right, what we're going to do here. We're going to take the bottoms off these, split them out into their individual stalks of celery, choose the best ones, the ones we're going to keep, and then we'll prepare them by taking them indoors, washing them, bringing them back out, and we'll slice them on this chopping board. Okay. Now I've never frozen celery before, so I'm needing some advice really, and this is where you come in. Once we've washed this and I've chopped it, I'm just going to put it in the fridge, not the freezer, the fridge. And I'm going to do that to give you the opportunity to come back and tell me how to freeze celery properly, because I don't know how to do it. Is there a right way? Is there a right way? Now, let me just move a couple of these bunches off. We'll make a start. I've watched the videos, okay, and there aren't that many videos on YouTube that talk about freezing celery. There aren't that many. Oh, this is an interesting one, look. It's just started to go to seed, so we might not get much off this particular bunch. Yeah, there aren't many videos on YouTube that tell you how to do this, how to freeze celery, but basically they fall into two camps, okay, and those two camps are wash it, blanch it, dry it, freeze it, and the other camp is just chop it and freeze it, miss out the blanch stage. Well, I've got to tell you what, there's nothing on there I want to keep so far. No, there isn't. There's nothing on there. Right, let's hope we get something from these ones. But I didn't like the look of that head of celery. This is looking more like it. Yep. So, what is it? Just straight into the freezer or blanch it? And if it's blanching, if you're going to tell me the way to go is to blanch it, don't tell me that because you've seen it on YouTube. Tell me that because you've done it, and that's the way to do it, and that's the right way to do it. But if you've frozen this stuff without blanching it, and that works, why are we blanching it? What does that bring to the party? What does blanching do for the celery? What does blanching do for any vegetable before you freeze it? Somebody's going to tell us. And what I'm going to do, I've told you I'm just going to dice this and put it in the fridge. I'm going to bang this video up tonight, and over the next couple of days I'm going to read all your comments, and I'll have to make a decision based on what you tell me, and then I'll either be blanching it and popping it in the freezer, or it'll just be going straight in the freezer. Right, let's put these to one side. This looks a nice bunch. Yeah, there's still a lot of dirt in there, as you can see, but there won't be when I bring this celery back out. Okay, and this little bunch here. Now then, I know there are commentators out there who will come back and tell me, why didn't I just cut the top off, leave the roots in, grow some more celery? Why didn't I take the bottom off and put it in some water and grow some more celery? Well, I've got to tell you, been there, done that, didn't get a t-shirt. Didn't get a t-shirt. You're not going to grow bunches of celery from regrows. You're going to grow lots of spindly bits of stalk with leaves on. If you like celery leaves, yeah, go for regrows. But what I'll do is I'll pop the video, the start to finish video that I did of regrowing celery on this table. When I get finished, you can judge for yourself. Right, let's take this stuff indoors and wash it. And let's take this chopping board and give it a wash as well. Okay, let's move that like that. Pop that down there. Right, as you can see, I have left a lot of the leaves on. You'll be pleased to know, particularly those among you who tell me that leaves are very tasty, particularly in soups and stews. And I guess because this celery is probably destined for a soup or a stew when it comes out the freezer. Yeah, it doesn't need to be crunchy, does it? And these leaves will go in as well. Okay, let's see what sort of job we can make of chopping this up into small pieces. You can probably see that I'm not a trained chef. No, I'm definitely not a trained chef. But hey, we're getting there, aren't we? Slicing up, what's up with you? Now you're not going to want to watch all of this, because this is going to take a while, I would think. So we'll switch the camera off now, and then we'll switch it back on when I'm finished. And in the meantime, have a think about what it is I've been asking you. Should this be blanched before it's frozen, or are we okay to go straight in the freezer? What do you think? And please don't tell me what you've seen on YouTube, because I've already seen it. Tell me what you do. I want to know what works, and that's the way we are going to go here at Homegrown Veg of the next couple of days, once I've got your responses. Okay, I'll just knock that camera off. Last stalk, and then this lot goes indoors and into the fridge. Okay, now there was one other thing I promised to do. What was it? I've been at this a while now. I said I would do something. What was it? What was it? What was? Oh, I know what it was. We talked briefly about growing celery from regrows, from shop bought celery, didn't we? I told you I've done it, been there, done it, didn't get the t-shirt, and that I'd put a link to a video that I done on this table when I get finished. Well, that's it. I've got finished. So that link's coming on the table right now. I'll expect you to be in touch over the next couple of days. Let me know what I should be doing with this stuff. Be in the fridge for 2 days, then after that I'll go with the flow. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you do intend having a go at regrowing celery, it's good fun, but don't expect to get a bunch of celery at the end of it. Watch that video. Yeah, stay safe. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.